Hey guys, Trail Mama here. I came down to the Laurel Highlands Hiking Trail and I'm at one of the shelter areas, and I wanted to show you around one of the shelter areas, and I also wanted to show you how I set up camp here. Again, I will say, as I say all the time, how I do it doesn't mean that's the only way, just merely one way. But I wanted to share that with you, especially for the people who haven't been out here before and maybe are a little bit nervous about what it's like. So I'm going to flip my camera and show you camp. So at each camp out here on the Laurel Highlands Trail, there are 5 shelter areas. There are 5 shelters, excuse me. And they are 3-sided buildings with a roof and a fireplace that is on the open side. At almost all of them, there are 2 that are really close together, and the other 3 are a little bit more spread apart. So here's the open side and the inside of the shelter. And here is the fireplace and the chimney that runs out. So I'm going to show you what I normally bring when I'm doing an overnight, or, well, if I'm using the shelters, period, actually. I set up my bed, which is the Static V air mattress, a sleeping bag, and an inflatable pillow. I have my water filter and my Sea-Knock bag. I use the Sawyer. I also have these Aquamira drops. I haven't tried those yet, but looking forward to it. It's just the bag I keep it in. My water bottles. My battery charger and cable to charge my phone. I have had good luck with this brand Anchor. It's not very heavy at all, so I've had good luck with it so far. Probably should have a smaller cord. I also bring some playing cards just in case I need it. All of the shelters have hooks on both sides of the wall, and most of them have 2 shelves. Some of them only have 1. They also have hooks up here we use those to hang tarps in the wintertime, and there's some down there as well, to help keep the wind down. So I brought my rain jacket, bandana, my first aid kit, my personal hygiene kit. These are my clothes. This is actually a dry sack. You can purchase these at Walmart. They're relatively inexpensive. And I like that they have this, like they fold down and clip, and you could actually hang it. I like that. My pack cover. And for starting a fire, I have matches today. They're out there. But I normally do bring some kind of fire starter. And I will bring my blower stick. I don't know what you call this thing, but it really helps to put air right where you need it, especially if the wood is wet. Also, camp shoes. You always want to have camp shoes to get your feet some air as soon as possible. I do like to do my cooking outside if that's possible, on a rock somewhere, just because that's wood and we don't want to catch it on fire. So anyway, here is my cooking setup. I have a canister, a pocket rocket 2, and a pot. And normally what I do is I will just boil water. I'll pour water into a Ziploc bag that has my food in it that is inside my cooking cozy. And then I'll close it up and let it cook in there. This is my food bag. The reason I do that is so that I don't have to clean my pot out. I don't have to carry a soap to do that. I can just wipe it out with my cloth. I have this little fast dry cloth. Oh, and there's my headlamp. You always want a headlamp out here, or some kind of light. So this is super fast drying. So I like that because it's really easy to do and just makes cleanup pretty simple. This is my food bag. It's also one of these roll down, and then you can clip it and it makes a loop. It is waterproof as well. I've had this for a long time. I've used it since the very beginning. someone gave it to me, and it's been good, so I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we've had at most, we've had 5 people in one of these. That was in the winter time. It was really cold, and it was great to have all of that body heat. And I wouldn't recommend it unless it's winter time. A comfortable number is 3. 4 is all right, but when you have more than 4 people in here, you're kind of like packed in like sardines, and you know, every time you move you might disturb somebody, so that's just not the very super best, right? So anyway, 3 people or 2 people or 1 person is definitely very great. So I'm going to show you a little bit around camp. There are generally some fire pits around, and normally where there is a fire pit, it would be a good place to put your tent down here. In all of the shelter areas, there is 1 picnic table, so we have to share that. So here's another fire pit up here with some good area to put down your tent. At all of the tent sites here, you'll find a post that is near it. I'm going to show you that. It just looks like that. So just let you know that's kind of an established place for tents to be. And there's my heart rock. So I'm going to show you the bathroom facility here. There's a women's and a men's. There are 4 vault toilets in the women's room, and there are 2 in the men's, and there are 2 urinals in the men's as well. So there's a sign that tells you which one is which. There is toilet paper provided, and there is a garbage can inside the bathrooms that has got a heavy lid and hopefully bears won't get to. This is one of the most important things down here, the sign, to let you know where everything is in camp. They all have, all of the shelter areas have one of these, and hopefully I can get this to work properly without such a glare, but I don't know. Okay, so there's a map on all of these that are green. This blue right here is the connector trail that we walked in on. And all of the connector trails out here are blue, whether they are going to a shelter area or to the parking area. They're all blue. The trail itself is marked in yellow. This little symbol means firewood. This is the bathrooms, and here we are at the sign. And then it shows you the numbers of the shelters. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And so that lets you know where your shelter is if you reserved a shelter. When you are reserving online the tent sites, you have to pick like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. But the tent sites actually are not numbered out here. You just kind of come and pick one when you get here. But this does show you where they are. So there's usually a fire ring or a grate that lets you know where those are. There's also a pump at this little cup thing. It looks like it's like a pump. It's where you can get some water. So all of the shelter areas have pumps. At 271, the pump at the shelter area does not work, but the one at the parking area does. So you can actually just walk out the access road and get some water there. I also wanted to show you this little thing that looks like some coral or a brain or something. This is some kind of mushroom. I thought it looked kind of neat. Some other kind of mushroom and some other kind of mushroom. So there's a lot growing right here on this little tree stump. So anyway, guys, I just really wanted to show you what the shelter area looks like what you need to bring to come out here and do this. And it's pretty simple, right? It's not super crazy out of reach, and you can do this. You can do this. So, oh, I don't know if I showed you the firewood symbol. Did I show you the firewood symbol? I hope I did. I don't know. There's the firewood symbol. It's like looks like a little triangle almost. So pretty simple, but I just wanted to share that with you, hopefully to calm some nerves from anyone who hasn't been out here before. So thanks for listening. Much love, and take care. Bye.